New Orleans is love, it's a party. It's a parade both literally and figuratively. NOLA is a melting pot of diversity, a symbol of strength and determination. But most of all, the Big Easy is nothing if not a foodie mecca. And its native son, John Besh, is its culinary ambassador.
What makes New Orleans is that it's surrounded by these salt marshes. So this water is full of nutrients, and it's one of the richest fisheries on earth. You come to New Orleans for the great seafood and that great style of Creole cuisine, and it's all lost if we lose these coastal communities.
One way this acclaimed chef, author, and TV personality is protecting his prized homeland is through philanthropy, and with one program in particular.
John, I want to ask you about Milk Money. What is it?
So we started Milk Money a few years back. After Hurricane Katrina, I decided, let's create this microloan program, interest-free money, to really focus on the foodways that feed New Orleans. Our farmers, our fishers, our shrimpers, our crabbers, it's all these people that bring us something special.
And I just love that it keeps the energy and the food and the vibrance of New Orleans alive. Maybe I'll just move to New Orleans.
That's what I'm talking about.
One of the nearly dozen Milk Money microloans that the John Besh Foundation has provided has been to oyster farmer Marcos Guerrero and his family business.
What did you do with the loan then when you got it?
We actually bought cages.
And if you're asking yourself, cages? With oysters? Well, they're doing things a little differently down at Grand Isle Sea Farms.
It's an off-bottom culture. That means it's a new way to grow the oysters. They're not anymore at the bottom of the water. The first 12 inches of the surface of the water, that's where the most nutrients are.
And the science behind this off-bottom culture, as it's known, is under the care of Dr. John Supan of LSU at the Michael C. Voisin Oyster Hatchery.
In here, we spawn and hatch oysters, which produce a swimming larva after 24 hours.
Whoa, little lively little dudes.
And we grow them in these tanks and feed them cultured algae, a special diet just for oysters.
The red and blue causes photosynthesis, right?
Yeah, we built this system to be able to expose them to the ideal lighting that they really need.
So there's a bunch of little babies up in these tubs,
There's about close to 300 million oysters in here right now.
In here?
They're microscopic.
That's a lot of babies.
We call them larvae.
That's a lot of larvae.
And once you know the technical side of off-bottom culture, it's time to hit the bay.
Do we have to go far out to get these babies?
It's just right over here.
Come on, boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
This is a 7-month-old oyster. That's the one that you saw on the lab. Now are like this.
Marcos, what has this meant to you, this loan and getting these opportunities?
Well, it's fantastic because it's a sustainable way of doing the new oysters.
We're offering a better product to our guests. And so the guests get it, our culture's better for it. Ecologically, I think we're better for it.
The only thing left now is to try these.
And back in New Orleans at John's restaurant Luke, under the care of executive chef Drake Leonard,
It's shucking time!
We've got wild oysters. It's not about how much force you have. It's about finding the socket. So we're gonna ride up.
I don't know if I'm riding here.
Gently. You can kind of twist your knife a little bit, so we're pop. Right up.
I'm riding
Slide
up.
across, slide across. Boom.
Woo!
That's it. Not bad.
First one. So I think it's time.
but before we get to eating, there's one kind of ironic detail I probably should have mentioned. I don't like seafood.
I'm gonna let you doctor this
All
up.
right, so for starters, we need a little Tabasco, a squeeze of lemon,
Yeah.
a little horseradish.
Whoa. Oh, God! I just swallowed it.
She did it!
Am I supposed to chew it?
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
I'd go out to the lake with my daddy, and we'd take some Ritz crackers, some oysters, some cocktail sauce, and eat them just like that.
No,
She doesn't eat oysters.
I'm not an oyster girl until tonight.
And for the third round, you got some cooked, some baked oysters.
And so this is stuffed with crab meat, shrimp, onion, garlic. So just take some of the topping off and just taste how good the topping is.
Okay. Now that's the good stuff. So food in New Orleans brings people together.
It's about paying homage to this great area and this great tradition, making sure that we're sustaining that and that we're introducing new people to it. I see it with all the farmers that we touch through the Milk Money microloans, and it's just kind of like this really great energy all coming together, using food as that conduit.
Should I do one more?
I think you should.
So a little Tabasco, a little lemon.
You are such a trooper. You don't even like oysters, and look at you. Go ahead with your bad self.
That's what I'm saying.